What is up, guys? Hello YouTube. Today for my first video we're going to be reviewing the iPhone 7 from 2016 to see if it's still worth it today in 2022. My name is James Adams. Let's get into the video. This iPhone was my first smartphone that I used for longer than a couple weeks. I had it for about a year and a half before I got my iPhone SE a couple weeks ago, which is what I'm filming on right now, by the way. First, we're going to talk about the A10 Fusion chip inside. This chip served its purpose until a couple months ago when apps kept crashing and everything was slowing down. I couldn't even play Asphalt 9 without dealing with frequent crashes. The processor inside, or just the slowness of the phone, is the main reason why I upgraded to the iPhone SE. Hey guys, this is future me editing right now. I just want to say, if you noticed this quality earlier in the video, it gets better later, so stick around. Another reason I upgraded is because of software support. The iPhone 7 won't be getting iOS 16, but if you think about it, widgets on the lock screen aren't really that big of a deal. Next, we'll go over battery. The battery life on this phone is trash. It's garbage. I don't know if it's just because it was like that before, or if it's because the battery health is at 80%. Apple never tells us how big their phone batteries are, but if you look on a website, there are people who do teardowns, and according to them, it's a 1960 milliamp hour battery. Without even using this phone much or getting that much screen time, this phone would usually be dead by 1 in the afternoon, even though it spent all of its time on low power mode, and it was usually on airplane mode too, except for when I need to use cellular data. It runs low very quickly if you're using the camera a lot, even if you're just taking pictures and not even recording video. This brings us to the camera. The camera on this phone was one of the best back in 2016, but it's not 2016. You get pretty good resolution at 4K, but the colors usually come out kind of weird on this phone, and it doesn't have great dynamic range either. This phone also doesn't come with portrait mode, but that really isn't that big of a deal for me personally. Here's some samples from the camera. Front camera test right now. You guys let me know down in the comments how this sounds. Next, we'll talk about design and build quality. This phone has that classic iPhone design with the home button. I don't know if I love it or hate it. The home button feels nice to press, and you get Touch ID, which is far superior to Face ID like on the newer iPhones. You can take your phone out of your pocket, and by the time it reaches your vision, it'll already be unlocked. On the other hand, it gives you a way smaller display on an already kind of small phone. The display is kind of trash, by the way, but more on that later. With this phone, you get a metal or aluminum back, which means you can't charge wirelessly. This metal back gives you a lot of durability compared to a glass-backed phone, so you don't have to get a thick case like on my glass-backed SE. I just have this thin, I think it's rubber case. Now we're going to do a drop test off this balcony. So I promise I just did the drop test. Oh, the phone landed perfectly on its back. What a coincidence. Gotta remind you, but if you guys are liking this video, you can leave a like for free. All you have to do is hit that thumbs up button down below this video, and I'd really appreciate it. Last, we'll talk about the display. With the iPhone 7, you get a 720p, 4.7 inch, or 11.9 centimeter screen. It's supposed to reach 700 nits peak brightness, but it feels a lot darker than that one on its outside. It also supports the P3 color gamut. I don't really know what that means or if that's good or bad, but just telling you guys. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty solid phone if it didn't have the slowness or app crashing issues. You probably shouldn't buy this phone, but if you already have one, it'll be supported until September when iOS 16 comes out. And after that, it'll still get security updates. I don't know for how long though. Later in September, if you don't feel like dropping $800 for a new iPhone, I'd recommend switching to Android or getting the new iPhone SE 3rd generation. I just wanted to put it out there that switching to Android is actually a pretty good option, and green texting bubbles aren't really that bad. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, you should really consider subscribing. If you don't know already, this is my first video, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe to me. It would help my channel a lot. Later guys. Peace.